This week, the UAE and the United States committed to further develop bilateral ties through a new strategic dialogue. The initiative, which is led by senior government officials from both countries, provides a framework to discuss cooperation in 8 areas, including law enforcement, the economy, and space exploration. Yusuf Abdelbari met U.S. Consul General Philip Frayne, and he began by asking how the new initiative would strengthen the bond between the two countries.
Well, as you said, Yusuf, we have a long and very strong relationship dating back nearly 50 years. I think this strategic dialogue is going to strengthen it even more because it puts all of the different issues that we look at together, it puts all of those issues together so that we can discuss them at the same time. So whether that's political issues, economic issues, security and defense issues, cultural issues, counterterrorism issues, all of these things that we can discuss openly and frankly with each other. And I think this will still be the case whether or not the Trump administration remains in power come the elections. So it doesn't really matter whether it's Trump or Biden as the president. That relationship is going to go forward on a very strong footing because of this strategic dialogue.
There are a lot of challenges the Middle East region is facing. How does this strategic dialogue serve to face these challenges and perhaps overcome them in the short and in the long run?
Well, we consider the United Arab Emirates a very key partner of ours in this region. So whether it's on efforts in Libya or Syria, in Iraq, whether it's pushing back against Iran, negative Iranian influence in the region, whether it's fighting terrorism, fighting money laundering, whether it's the situation in Yemen, all of these areas, we think the UAE is a very key partner in our joint efforts to solve these problems. So if the strategic dialogue can give a little bit of push and emphasis to that partnership, we think that's a great thing for the region.
I see. Your Excellency, the US-UAE strategic dialogue, how does it impact the partnership between the two countries specifically and in the region in general?
Well, one area that we can talk about is space exploration. You know, the UAE just signed the Artemis Accords, which is going to allow the UAE to participate in explorations of Mars, jumping off from the moon, which is a great achievement. Not many countries have signed those accords. The UAE is the leader in this region in space exploration and one of the leaders in the entire world. As the United States is the leader of the world in space exploration, we think there's great room to expand that kind of cooperation in space. Already, we've agreed to train Emirati astronauts on the space station. So that's a great first step on our long path towards cooperation in space.
I see. Your Excellency, Philip Frayne, the U.S. Consul General, thank you very much for being here with us.
Thank you, Yusuf. Thank you very much.